Hello, welcome. My name is Kwabena. Welcome. Subscribe to this channel if today is your first time. The channel is about entrepreneurship, it's about personal development, financial knowledge, it's about Africa and us developing, our own dignity, our own success stories as well. So today I want to share with you life goals, develop your own life goals. I remember when we completed, first degree. I had this pamphlet that I used to write the things that I wanted to do with my life. That was some time ago. So I would just list them because I had read a book and I said that you should write your goals. So I will list some of them, the kind of education that I wanted to have, family, money that I wanted to have. Did I have any clear vision in mind? I don't know. But surprisingly, if I pick that booklet now, maybe not direct in terms of the part, but a lot of the things that I had put down, one way or the other, they seem to be not much so, but deviating. So you must have something that you write down about your life, especially those who have multiple talents. If you have so many talents, I think that you must develop the dominant one and build your life vision around it. And when you're successful, maybe you can add the other ones. But when you are trying to become dominant, or when you are trying to succeed with all your talent, it becomes difficult. I remember I spent some time, to learn how to play the keyboard in church. Not so good, but I learned it. So I got to a point that I told myself I'm not going to play keyboard in church and those things as I used to anymore. I want to focus on becoming an entrepreneur. And that will take us years. Why? Because whatever that you focus your life on, you need to spend time and all other resources, and you need to invest in knowledge in that to become great and to become great. And so if you don't focus so much, if you don't say that, okay, I want to become a politician, I want to become a professional footballer, I want to become a musician, I want to become a pastor, I want to become a writer, whatever that, there is something that you must at least tell yourself in the interim, maybe 5 years from now, there should be a vision. So you just completed school, write something down for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years. I actually wrote 100-year plan, even more. But at least focus on the next 5 years, the next 10 years. What is it that your life is about? And have the ultimate reason. When you're no more, what would you be remembered of? Well, when people mention your name, what would that be? Were you a change maker? Were you somebody who would improve lives? Were you maybe a master singer? What is it that you would do, not only for yourself but for others, for posterity, for generations, and for other people to become better because you came to live? So have a life plan. Have a life plan, design that. I remember one time too, when we were in some school somewhere, the professor asked us, we were just completing, and then the professor asked us that, what do you want to do? I said, no, I want to become a property developer, a estate developer. I said, why are you going to get money? I said, I don't know. So where? I said, Ghana. So so you're going back? He said, yes, I'm going back to Ghana. So what are you going to do? Why don't you stay? I said, no. I didn't know, but I didn't want to stay there because I could not connect with that place. Did I have it as part of my vision? Yes, I wrote it down. Did I know how I was going to it? I don't know. But the road has been very rough and tough and difficult. But there's something miraculous about you writing the things you want to do down, having a book, writing something about your life. I want to be a business person. I want to be rich. Very important. Don't write you want to be poor. I want to change life. I want to share destiny. I want to change destinies. I want to share knowledge. I want to be known of this. Write something down, and almost every year have a diary, maybe on your phone, or buy something and keep writing every day. Write something that you are also going to do with your life. Those things are super critical to you becoming successful with everything that you, especially those of us who, if you don't have anybody to help you, this is a force. Once you get your thoughts organized, there's nothing that you can do if things are not organized. You can't build much in chaotic situation. And one of the greatest things to use to organize your thought is being able to put your ideas in a book, in a diary, trying to, streamline your life. What is it? Have some life vision, have some life goals for the rest of your life. Maybe you're 30 years, maybe you're 20 years, maybe you're 40 years, maybe even you're 60 years. Some people are 60 years and they say that, I'm old. You're not old. Our president is 70 something years and he still just won another term. And you are 60, they told you to go on retirement. Maybe there's another phase of your life that you can totally reorganize your thoughts, reorganize your life, and write the rest of your life. Maybe you just, what is it that you want to do with your life? If you pack your life and you have no higher dreams to live for, then you become, there is no hope. And that's why most people give up on life that quickly or that fast. So goals are achievable. Goals are very much important, and you must have goals beyond just where you will sleep and what you will eat. Have goals that will change other lives, and write your goals down. Especially have a life goal, have a life dream. What is it that you want to be noted for? What is it? When I look at that pamphlet now, it's amazing what I wrote, and what part of them, a lot of them change, but mainly the key ones. I think I'm still, trying to. So break them into months, into years as well. Break your goals down into months, into years, and you will only be extraordinary because you focus on these life dreams and life goals. The people who wanted to become presidents and who so much wanted power, they fought for it. It was part of their dream, and that's the moment you decide, okay, I want to become a politician. Almost everything else was focused on that, because that's what you have told yourself to become. The moment you said, I want to build businesses, that's what. I want to become a professional, a medical doctor, that's what. Because every word that you tell yourself that you want to become, because everything that you want to become, there are things there, there are words there, there's a whole world on its own, that you start to school yourself in that world. But if you have never told yourself anything, you just say, I want a big salary and I want to marry and have children. That's also some people's goal, So you must have great goals to develop your thought and to develop yourself beyond family and self, career and salary. Do something. What is it that you want to do for Africa? What is it that if you can't do anything at all, help us to improve our thoughts about ourselves, and how to help us to focus on using our own resources for our own development. That's a major thing. And if you're passionate about that, there's no other thing that you can do to help to wake up people up, to say that, listen, you are blessed already. You have so much. You have so much. God has endowed us with so much. We just need to be aware that we don't need another group to help us. We can do so much. Africa has so much. Africa is enough. We have enough to build from where we are. Our only problem is that most people don't believe that we are that blessed and we are enough. And therefore they think that somebody somewhere must come and help us to build. So your only freedom is when you are able to set these life goals and go after them. That's where life is lived. That's why you can have people with a lot of money who still commit suicide, because the lost focus of the life that they had to live, the destiny that they had to fulfill. The life goals that they had, they lost focus on that. And the reason that you are alive and I am alive is because there's a reason. There's a reason that we were born. There are gifts, there are talents that God gave you, God gave me. We must serve God and His people, humanity, with these talents and gifts. And if you fail to do that, we live frustrated life. And that's why when people just go after money and power, money and power are supposed to help you to live this and change lives and destinies, and change generations and change countries. That's why we go for those things. Money is useless if it cannot be used to change lives. Power is useless if you can use power to lift those who are down. So that's the essence of power, and that's the essence of money, and that's where freedom is. Proper freedom is in you using your God-given talent, your God-given privileges to change lives and to improve humanity. So we must all have goals that are big enough that people will think that we are even crazy, and you must continue to fight. You meet a lot of failures, you meet a lot of mistakes, there will be a lot of fight, there will be a lot of betrayers. People you trust will just turn into something else and fight you. But it's part of the course. It's part of it. That's how you become tough. That's why you grow. And that's why you will then appreciate those who stay and fight with you. And you have to tell yourself to be very persistent. One of the reasons why people who just go to school and depend on school don't become so much great is because they don't know how to fight. they don't express courage. Everything that is worth fighting for in this life, you will need courage. And there will be people who will fight you. And that's fine. So long as you don't lose, you don't have to become bitter because people are fighting you. You don't have to go crazy because people because you meet oppositions. They don't mean anything. Just if it's part of your life dream, life vision, those things are not meant to kill you or to destroy you. They're just meant to bring the best out of you. Some of the fight will even come from your immediate family. But if it's on destiny, you will finish it. And you don't have to become frustrated on your course. So develop your life goals. Develop your life goals. You have to know what is it about my life, or what my life is about. What is my life about? You know, why am I living? What is it? What is one thing that I will be noted of if I'm normal, or people will recognize me of? What is it? Who are the people that you want to change? What are the destinies? What was the knowledge that you want to share? What is it that you can change? Maybe you want to build a whole city. Maybe you want to build a whole factory. Maybe you want to build great institutions to change minds. Maybe you want to write a book, sing a song. But I think that the Africans must always focus on how do we use our diamond, our oil, our people to develop and to industrialize and to become a great nation as we all want to be. So that our people will be so much proud in living on this continent. Because I believe that there is no other place worth living for Africans more than the continent. More than the continent. So my name is Kwabena. I'm saying that have life goals. Have goals and be persistent. Develop them. Write them. If you have not written any goal, write them. Every year, this is what my life is about and this is what I'm pursuing. So all the knowledge that you're acquiring, all the connections that you did, they are towards that. I am not, I don't build ship. So I'm not looking for a friend who built ship. You know, that's not what I do. I don't know much about it. But I do this. Therefore, I built my network around that. You must create your own value. You must create your own value. That's why you must believe that you have what it takes and your goals are achievable. Write them down. At least tell yourself this is what my life is about. And I'm working towards it every day. And your life is far more greater than just working for salary, building a house and buying a car.